Hi guys, I'm Element.
And I'm Choco. And together we are
the DYAD in the Force. We're back with another episode of Supernatural, episode 18, Something Wicked This Way Comes. As always, timestamps are in the description if you want to go straight to the reaction. Choco, what happened last week?
What had happened was we had our first run with the Tulpa, something I was familiar with from X-Files, but yeah, it's pretty interesting seeing what the power of belief. You know, people say you can't manifest things, but apparently you put it on your dream board and it comes out and murders you.
I'm wondering if this is where people got manifesting. Like I'm manifesting this like fan cast, you know what I mean? Choco got it from X-Files. I had never heard of Tulpa before and actually got it from an anime, which is kind of cool. I got it from the power of a belief in a god, and that god was gonna cease from existing, you know, had the power of belief not been on his side.
Tinkerbell energy.
And so, I mean, I guess episode 18 doesn't sound like we're diverging yet from the formula.
I like Monster of the Week formula. I'm sorry, I do. It's fun.
I'm not taking anything away from the formula.
Oh no, you're not. I've talked to people that were like, you know what, I liked it, but I got tired of the Monster of the Week. You're like, no, that's like what I'm here for. You know,
they still sprinkle in some of the main stuff, and I'm guessing since we are close to the end of season 1. We can hope that the end of the season will give us what we had been speculating, which is the return of Meg and the return of John and that storyline, and kind of leaving us with a cliffhanger.
I mean, we got to see who's on the other end of that blood. Well, but we'll see. Hopefully she calms down a little bit. She was kind of nasty.
I'm still
not nasty, but thirsty.
I'm still kind of thinking about it.
Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep.
Nope, little girl's in it. I'm out.
And keep me safe till morning light. Amen.
Amen.
Why are children the scariest thing about horror movies?
Right? You hear that voice, you're like, nope.
Just add a bit of reverb to it. Why are you still up? You ever find it kind of funny that all horror movies, like the bedroom has a window by a swaying branch,
a scratchy tree, and it's always like thin white curtains that don't do anything?
Wow,
freaking Groot, pervert.
A witch? Oh, yes.
Palpatine?
Either Palpatine or a witch, or Palpatine before he became Palpatine. You know what I mean?
Nothing.
Okay, Dad's in coordinates. That means something's going on.
Yeah, because he's been so easy to find up to this point.
Why are you being so skeptical, Sam?
Yeah? What makes you so sure?
The children are gone.
School's out, isn't it?
This was clearly before the advent of social media. Well, at least they're not dying. That would be kind of like morbid.
Yeah.
See? Told you it'd work.
Can she not see them, like, commiserating about it?
I love the stage directions, because you're like, man, she could hear you.
She's nice.
Oh, some GP, I forget his name, he called Atlanta and must have beat you to the punch.
So you say you got 6 cases so far?
Yeah, 5 weeks.
Look, I already went through all this with the doctor.
All right, now just a few more questions if you don't mind. How do you think they caught pneumonia? Were they out in the cold, anything like that? Or maybe something opened that window? I don't know, man. Look, Dad sent us down here for a reason.
I mean,
I think we might be barking up the right tree. I'll tell you one thing.
It's a scary game that they play, because like, what if that doctor doesn't call the CDC because they arrived, and it turns out to actually be something, you know?
That's true. If it's an actual like viral infection.
No, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
Watch they figure that out and leave, and then like.
There's nothing we can do. Let's just go.
You were right. It's not pneumonia.
Negotiations were short.
I also don't think they would leave without actually contacting the real CDC.
What the hell leaves a handprint like that?
You know the drill, Dane. Anybody calls,
Dang,
you don't pick up.
the hairstyle
Me,
though.
I'll ring once and then call back.
It was America.
Oh my gosh, Thundercats. Well, there's our connection to the main line.
So what the hell is a striga?
Like a witch, I think. I don't know much about him.
Well, I've never heard of it, and it's not in Dad's journal.
Dad hunted one in Fort Douglas, Wisconsin.
I've heard of
16, 17 years
Striga.
ago. You were there, you don't remember?
In an old
And I guess he caught wind of
in
things
old,
in Pittsburgh now and kicked us the coordinates.
Transylvania
So,
lore,
Striga.
a
Right. you think it's the
Strigoi
same one Dad hunted before.
is a zombie.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, yeah, he thinks so. Will that be cash or credit?
Did you take MasterCard? Perfect.
I had to look it up because I could only think of Osteostriga from Destiny.
Now, eat your dinner.
Dang.
I'm sick of Scabellios.
Scabellios.
You're the one who wanted them. I don't like terms.
They're Albanian, but legends about them date back to ancient Rome. They feed off of Spiritus Vitae.
Spirit what?
Vitae.
Life.
It's Latin. It translates to breath of life.
No, that's not right.
What are the chances that the dad
What?
used his own kids
catch
as
them when she's
bait
eating.
for the Striga?
Blasted with consecrated wrought
Ooh,
iron.
that would be rough.
Buckshots or rounds, I think.
And that's what he's remembering. Either that or the Striga is just going to attack Sam when he's young.
Oh.
Well, we keep on getting flashbacks to
Anything else
being
Dad
alone.
might have mentioned?
Yeah.
The dad gone, so yeah.
No, that's it.
So,
The reason that the dad sent it is because it's
Still gotta find the thing first.
Dean's
Check into your
villain,
Striga's
not the
the only famous
dad's.
guys when they're not hunting.
Jeez. That's a deagle.
That's a yeah.
I thought they said weapons devised by God and man.
Let me pull out this 50 cal. We'll kick this old lady's ass.
It's not her. I can already tell.
Who's there? You're trying to steal my stuff? They're always stealing around here.
No, ma'am, we're maintenance. We're sorry. We thought you were sleeping.
Ah, nonsense. I was sleeping with my peepers open. Fix that crucifix, would you? I've asked 4 damn times already.
I mean, it would have been way too easy.
I'm a stickler for sore thumbs, you know? It's like, old with an upside down cross. They already found it too early. Of course, we go back to the, place where there was another kid.
Okay, so the question needs to be, when she feeds off the life force, is it a one-time thing or continue? Because what if...
I almost smoked that old gal, I swear. It's not funny.
What if it's someone that works at the hospital?
Oh, yeah, well, laugh it off. Now we're back to
I mean, it
square
could be. The center of it is the hospital, right? But
Yeah, in that way they can always come back and feed on them time and time again.
the only thing I'm concerned about is that they are not conscious anymore. They they get into a coma, and so how is the recovery of this?
Listen, you're in no condition to drive. Why don't you let me give you a lift to the hospital?
No, I couldn't
Who the hell are you?
No trouble. That's it.
That's what I would say.
Stranger danger. She probably thought that and was like, no, he's hot though.
We're gonna kill this thing. I want it dead. You hear me?
Before that, North Haverbrook and Brockway.
And all those times, no one did the CDC.
Dean, this thing is just getting started in Pittsburgh.
Just saying.
And all these other places, it goes on for months. I'm looking at a photograph right now of a bunch of doctors standing around a kid's bed.
It's the same doctor.
One of the doctors is Heidecker. And this picture was taken in 1893.
Yep, I knew it.
You sure?
It's like seeing
Yeah, absolutely.
The picture of Wesker in Resident Evil.
It's like seeing Keanu Reeves.
Could be years before we get another chance.
Michael's
Dad to
a
the
kid, and I'm not
bus.
gonna dangle him in front of that thing like a worm on a hook.
Dad did not send me here to walk away.
Unless you wriggle like a worm on a
This isn't
hook.
about you, Sam.
What are you saying, Dean? How is it
He
your
had a
fault?
chance to finish it.
Dean, you've been hiding something from the get-go. Since when does Dad bail on a hunt? Since when does he let something get away?
Fort Douglas, Wisconsin. It was the third night in this crap room, and I was climbing the walls, man. I needed to get some air.
It's always Sam, though. It's Dean's villain. Always after Sam.
What happened?
I just went out.
You did not follow orders?
I'm sorry.
I told you not to leave this room. I told you not to let him out of your sight.
But you gotta figure out how to kill it, though, first, right? You can't just shoot it.
You're crazy. Just go where I'm calling.
Oh, wait, no, they figured out that it was vulnerable as it feeds, right?
You have to believe me, okay? Well, that would crappy. Now what?
What'd you expect? You can't ask an adult to do something like that, much less a kid.
It's a great name. Also, Asher Mir. Where is he?
We don't know.
What if you shoot me?
We won't shoot you.
Real
Good shots.
concern, yes.
I mean, when he was a kid with a shotgun, I'm like, I don't know what the spread is on that, but
Heard a
like,
gunshot before?
Like in the movies?
Do not come out until we say so.
I do think that kind of shotgun is a slug. Well, it depends on what kind
You
of
sure you want to do this?
shells you have in
You
there.
don't have to. It's okay. I won't be mad. Oh, God, kill me now.
Still got that deagle. The consecrated iron rounds.
you will pay the price for your lack of vision.
No, not yet.
Let your... Let your death be a word in the story of Supernatural.
Mike, you all right?
Yeah.
Just sit tight.
I mean,
He did.
I'd give it a couple more in the head.
Do a double tap.
Don't look at me, nigga. Sorry.
Oh. Can't go an episode without throwing Dean across the room. And Sam. I remember you.
Get him, Mike.
It's time to absorb your
Get him, Mike.
force. That's gonna be a little kid. We gotta do it.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay, little brother?
I lost about a year.
And that's why you always double tap. Have we learned nothing?
Or you aim for the head the first time. He is gonna double. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. That kid's gonna be messed up for life.
So the CDC has some theories. We found this black robe with a bunch of ash next to it. We think it was some kind of smoke inhalation
Hey, Joanna.
type of deal.
Have you seen Michael? Mom! Mom! Hey!
How are all the other kids doing?
Good, real good. A bunch of them should be checking out in a few days. Dr. Travis says the ward's gonna be like a ghost town.
Dr. Travis?
Yeah,
What
because
about
Heidecker is
Dr.
not.
Oh, he wasn't in today. We will see Ash. Now? Only if you
Speaking of ash.
No, they'll be fine.
That's not what I meant. I meant Michael. He'll always know there are things out there in the dark that never be the same, you know?
What makes you think Michael can't turn into a ghost hunter like you got?
Sometimes I wish that...
If it means anything, sometimes I wish you could too.
I feel like Goo Goo Dolls would have played in this in this.
Yeah, I can see that.
You guys have been good in the comments. You know, every time Choco asks what songs were actually in the episode. Another great episode. Another great monster. I forgot it was in Witcher, but yeah, it was in Witcher. And thanks to Choco's sleuthing on the Googles while we were reacting.
Sleuthing.
Yeah, but it's cool when the monster of the week, you know, gives you a monster you're familiar with. So I was happy to see the string up. The whole conclusion to this episode felt right. It felt well paced. You know,
yeah, it felt meaningful.
In terms of like the ones where they find out what it is and they just kind of go in there and kill it. But this one had like it's execution, I guess.
Honestly, this episode is something that I kind of wish was a movie. You know what I mean? Like, because this is something that could have been stretched out. Finding out that it was the doctor, you know, like we did, was good, but like in a movie context, that would have been like a much bigger reveal, and it would have been like, how do we dance around this guy so that we can get him in his form and stuff like that. But this was the best kind of Monster of the Week episode because it gives us insight into the relationship, into their history and all this stuff. So it kind of checked all the boxes with just one episode. I like it.
We are that much closer to the end of this season. We have 19, 20, 21, 22. So 4 episodes left. It's been a long time coming. We're finally going to be moving into the second season, which is fun.
Yeah, we're in this for the long haul. We're in this for the long haul. It's just crazy how long the show went on. That's all. Definitely not strangers to this in the anime world. Like we'll watch stuff that's like, I mean, I'm trying to catch on my Bleach, and that's over 1,000. So, yeah, definitely into that. But if you have any questions for us in our experience as we're watching through this, especially you as like seasoned viewers, ask us, and we'll happily talk about this on our reactions as we go. So, yeah, any questions on our thoughts on this episode, we'll discuss them next week as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you have any other additional information as well for us, Easter eggs that you guys have pointed out in previous episodes and that stuff
make me feel dumb, but that's okay.
You know, it's very helpful for us because it is our first watch through, and so like, you know, sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't, and sometimes they're just like off to the side, you know, but we're kind of focused on the dialogue and we're just like listening at it. Another monster of the week, and on to the next one where, you know, we get closer and closer to the end of the season and hopefully closer and closer to the conclusion of, if not the continuation of Meg and the Scrying Blood.
Yeah, it's okay to be disobedient to your parents from time to time, but if your dad is like a ghost hunter professionally and says don't go outside, then you should probably not go outside. Also, eat the Lucky Charms as they're coming out so you don't have to complain about not getting the last one, because that's really on you at that point.
Points against Dean, but that's the end. We'll see you in the next reaction.